At this time, in the theater of the world politics, history has reached an important turning point. America's biggest strategic mistake will be remembered for a long time. After the failure of American military operations in Iraq, Syria, and Libya, the move by the Trump administration in Iran has also turned out to be counterproductive. United States spends billions of dollars and many American soldiers were involved, but Trump's plan to change the regime in Iran did not succeed. Instead of weakening Iran's leadership, a new leader has emerged after Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. His son Mustafa Khamenei has risen as the new supreme leader. The rise of Mustafa Khamenei is not just a political event, it represents a new and dangerous chapter of revenge, national pride, and personal determination. In today's program, we will discuss the changes in the Iranian leadership and the actions of Donald Trump. We will also examine what many calls America's biggest strategic blunder. This change in Iran's political leadership is not just a simple transfer of power from one person to another. It could wraps the geographical future of the Middle East and possibility create new dangers in the regions. With Mustafa Khamenei becoming the new supreme leader, Iran's future strategy may become stricter and more aggressive. There are signs that compromise may become less likely. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps IRGC played an important role in bringing him to power. The IRGC believes that developing nuclear capability is necessary to protect the Iranian regime, and Mustafa Khamenei is believed to strongly support these views. Because of this, Iran's future role in the Middle East may become more assertive and confrontational. The rise of Mustafa Khamenei shows that regime change in Iran was only a dream for some outside powers. Instead of weakening Iran, the region now appears closer to a serious nuclear and military confrontations. For many years, Mustafa Khamenei worked behind that scenes within Iran's power structure. Now he has emerged as a major figure in global politics. 56 years old, Mustafa Khamenei is the second son of Ali Khamenei, the former supreme leader of Iran. His rise to power is considered one of the most important and controversial political developments in Iran since the Iranian Revolution. On March 8, Iran's Assembly of Experts selected the new supreme leader. Before this decision, Mustafa Khamenei did not hold any official public position. However, he was often described as Iran's sole leader. Many analysts believe he had strong influence over intelligence agencies, military institutions, and especially the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Some critics say that Mustafa's rise to power reflects a form of dynamist rule, something that the 1979 revolution originally tried to end. However, supporters of Iran's headline system believe his leadership will help protect and strengthen the existing regime. Many experts consider Mustafa Khamenei more hardline than his father during his long leadership. Ali Khamenei sometimes showed limited flexibility towards the West, especially on issues like the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action nuclear agreement. But Mustafa's ideology is believed to be more confrontational and less open to compromise with Western countries. He is also expected to increase pressure on reformist politicians inside Iran. One of Mustafa's important mentors was Ayatollah Muhammad Taqi Mesbah Yazdi, who is often seen as a key thinker behind Iran's radical ideology movement. Under his influence, Mustafa was taught that the Islamic system should rely more on divine authority and military strength rather than democracy or public opinion. Because of this, many experts believe that Iran under Mustafa's leadership may become more strict, illiberal, and militaristic. Another important part of his personality is his close relationship with the IRGC. Mustafa reportedly took part in the Iran-Iraq war during the 1980s, which gave him direct experience with war and military strategy. In recent years, he has also built strong influence over IRGC commanders and Iran's powerful basis militia. Some analysts believe that the decision by Donald Trump to try to change the Iranian regime strengthened Mustafa's position. His tough and fearless image made him appear as a strong defender of Iran. The rise of Mustafa Khamenei is not just a political event, it may also represent a new chapter of personal determination, national pride, and possible confrontation in Iran's future politics. Mustafa Khamenei is now involved in a conflict with Israel and the United States. For him, this conflict is not only about ideology or geographical interest, it is also connected to personal loss and revenge. According to reports, during a joint airstrike by Israel and the United States, Mustafa did not only lose his father Ali Khamenei in that deadly attack, his wife and one of his sons were also killed. When the leader of a nation suffers such a great personal loss, his decisions may change. In such situations, revenge can become stronger than diplomacy. Many observers believe this may now be the case with Mustafa Khamenei. Because of this, Iran's military strategy could become more aggressive and unpredictable than before. Another major concern is Iran's nuclear program. The possibility that Iran may build a nuclear bomb has created serious global security concerns. During the leadership of Ali Khamenei, a religious ruling fatwa was issued saying that nuclear weapons are forbidden in Islam. This decision was used for many years as Iran's diplomatic argument, showing that its nuclear program was only for peaceful energy purposes. However, current tension and Mustafa Khamenei's more radical views may lead to changes in his policy. According to Shia Islamic jurisprudence, if the survival of the Islamic State is in danger, religious rulings can sometimes be changed through a secondary fatwa. Under Mustafa's leadership, some hardliners urge that nuclear weapons may be necessary to protect Iran from attacks by Israel or the United States. Technically, experts say Iran is already very close to building a nuclear weapon. Iran has acknowledged that it possesses about 450 kilograms of uranium enriched to 60%. In nuclear physics, the process of enriching uranium from 0% to about 5% takes the most time and energy, but once enrichment reaches 20% to 60%, it becomes much easier and faster to reach 90%, which is the level needed for nuclear weapons. Experts say that uranium enriched to 60% already completes about 95% of the technical work required to produce a nuclear bomb. The current stockpile of around 450 kilograms could theoretically be enough to produce about 10 to 12 nuclear weapons if it were further enriched and proceed. Mustafa Khamenei has been guided by his mentor, Ayatollah Muhammad Taqi Mesbah Yazdi, who always supported arming Iran with strong defense and weapons. Now, Mustafa is following the same path. Iran's supremacies are largely carried out by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps IRGC, which has been given major responsibility. According to IRGC officials, until Iran has nuclear weapons, the United States and Israel will continue to threaten and attack Iran. Iran often cites North Korea as an example, arguing that nuclear capability is the only way to guarantee the survival of the regime. After Mustafa Khamenei took office, reports say that Iranian scientists were given permission to speed up the nuclear weapons program. At the same time, Iran built underground facilities, especially at Natanz, with more centrifuges to continue enriching uranium, despite previous airstrike. These facilities remain largely intact during this time. Donald Trump's maximum pressures policy was being applied to Iran. The goal was to overthrow the Iranian regime by sanctioning Iran's economy, targeting top military and political leaders, carrying out air raids, encouraging internal rebellion among the people. Trump's plan assumed that the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei would create a power vacuum, weaken the Islamic system, and make regime change easier. However, the result has been the opposite of Trump's expectations. Instead of weakening Iran, the regime became stronger and more united. Mustafa Khamenei was appointed as the new supreme leader by the Assembly of Experts with the backing of the IRGC. This sent a strong message to Trump. External pressure cannot easily change Iran's internal power structure. Trump publicly threatened that any new leader in Iran would not last long, but the selection of Mustafa shows that Iran's hardliners are now stronger and more defiant under foreign pressure. The steps taken by Donald Trump to weaken Iran have in fact brought Iran's radical forces together. Instead of creating the pro-Western rebellion Trump expected to on the streets, massive rallies in support of the new leadership had taken place, with slogans calling for revenge. This shows how Trump's intelligence and strategy failed. His plan to weaken Iran actually made the situation more dangerous. During Ali Khamenei's tenure, Iran sometimes kept the door open to diplomacy, but under Mustafa Khamenei, Iran is now following a path of deterrence rather than diplomacy. For Mustafa Khamenei, this fight is no longer just political, it has become a personal vendetta. After the joint US and Israeli attacks, in which his father and family members were killed, Iran's military activities have expanded even further. Trump's plan expected internal rebellion to break Iran from within, but instead all of Iran's institutions, parliaments, army, and clerical leadership stand united behind the new supreme leader. The biggest risk now is that Iran may achieve a nuclear breakout, making the failure of Trump's strategy in the Middle East a potential source of a large conflict. Iran is now more militarily strong, nuclear capable, ideologically driven, and radicalized than ever. Trump's attempt to revenge Ayatollah Ali Khamenei had only two options. One, internal uprising to remove Khamenei, toppling Iran's leadership through US sanctions and pressure. Ironically, neither worked. The Iranian regime was not weakened. Instead, nationalists' sentiment grew stronger and hardline leaders have become even more powerful. Now for Mustafa Khamenei, this fight is personal. Deadly missiles have been fired at Israel, signaling Iran's strong stance. In today's series, we explain how Trump's strategy failed and strengthened Iran. If you like this video, please like and share it. To subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon so you will get update whenever a new video is uploaded. Today's videos bring important and interesting information about Iran, Mustafa Khamenei, and the Middle East conflict.